are these so early, Nintendo? Oh my god, it's what, 6 a.m.? Holy shit. I know this is probably like, oh, it's like 3 p.m. in London right now, and I don't know what time it'd be in Japan. But god, these are early. It's 2 a.m. in Hawaii? I think it's 2 a.m. in Hawaii, so Japan is probably around like 11 o'clock at night for this. I don't know. I'd be fine with it like mid. Would it be like a middle of the day Japan, late at night for us? Or even if they had just pushed this back 2 hours, that would have been fine. God, this is so early. I'm not even going to switch it over. Any hopes? I'm a Game Explains guy, and in their discussion, the way they were talking about the game, they were talking about it like one of those like always online services. Like they were like, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool if you had a village that was always online and you and all your friends can join as if you're all kind of owners of the village?" And it sounds interesting, but also I know where always online villages go because that's what EA did with the SimCity, and I think The Sims, where you always had to be online, and a big aspect of the Switch is how portable it is. So I don't think making an always online village sounds like a bad idea. I get the appeal of it, but I don't personally care for it. Um yeah, that's my only real, like, I don't want that. I could see like a subscription service where you can pay, kind of like a Minecraft Realm. Greetings, everyone. I'm so glad you're all welcome. You see this year on long way. Oh yeah, on March 20. And it's also 2/20/2020 today. Has prepared a deep dive, so much we want to share. To 3 separate parts. Part 1 is a refresher. Alright, I feel like we've done this refresher so many times. Future development plans. So without further ado, let's start. I missed what part 3 was.
Thank you for choosing the Nook Inc. Deserted Island Getaway Package. This is one trip that we
How
here
loud
at
is
Nook
it?
Inc.
Is it
can recommend
not
with
loud enough?
confidence. Your destination is a peaceful island where it's the little things that count.
But I'm really excited for this game.
With neighbors, designing your
I'll go into my history with Animal Crossing another day.
and simply enjoy
It's not
life.
that weird, but it's also kind of different than most people
Since
who just like
we're
started on the
working,
GameCube or
it's
whatever,
time we
or
detail
on the
the
3DS
many
version.
features and perks included in the Getaway Package. Upon arrival at the local airport,
I'm also hoping for like a new shop and new characters. Like the Dodo who runs Dodo Airlines is great, and I want more of that because I know every game does some more of that.
Package, you can choose the island you wish to move to from a wide range of options.
Okay. I do care about character
Live in the Northern
customization.
Hemisphere or the Southern Hemisphere.
That's a cool feature. That's a
Don't
thing I'm
worry,
really glad they
No
added.
matter which you choose, you'll experience all that the 4 seasons have to
Oh,
offer
God.
right from your island.
Christmas and summer. That could be fun.
Your departure date is scheduled for March 20th. That's when the Northern Hemisphere will just be warming up for spring.
See,
You won't have to wait long for the
I know a lot of people wanted it last year, but I'm actually fine with this release date, especially because Animal Crossing is such a spring game for me. It becomes a winter game, but it starts off at spring.
You'll see a wealth of lush greenery, not to mention a veritable treasure trove of bugs native to the island. Come autumn, the color of the leaves on the trees will gradually change, and so too will the activities available to you, from collecting seeds and mushrooms to gathering autumn leaves.
Is Mushroom
And
Month
in
November?
winter, the island transforms into a chilly snowscape. The usual winter activities are a jolly good time.
Oh, yay.
And the
I wonder
night
if
sky above
I wonder how they're gonna do the
is
snowman this time. If it's gonna be a lottery, like, or was it bingo last
As you can
time?
see, when the seasons change, the to you change along with them. But the simple joys of
God, I love the items outside so
such
much.
a great setting for your
Oh,
new
that's
life.
cute.
Not long after your arrival, you and your fellow residents will
Yeah, do Timmy and Tommy look older?
from the Nook
I mean, they're
Stand.
still small, but they look older. Or is that just me?
At this time,
Because I know Animal Crossing is aware of the sense of time.
in your getaway
Like,
package,
Rover starts off his speech in New Leaf by mentioning how he hasn't been on a train since
you want to
2002.
set up your new home base. And theirs. If they're not sure
Oh,
where to
yay,
move,
Cherry.
please help them find the
She's one of my
place in
favorites,
their
actually.
new lives as well. Hopefully, you'll agree that cooperation between residents can be
Everybody's got their
fun.
favorites. And for most people, it's the orange
Although
cat.
you're moving to a deserted island, you're
Because
still
he's a
getting
cat
package
that's like
deal.
an
On
orange.
the island, we've included 2 facilities to make your life there more comfortable. Visit this Tenant Plaza to access.
I was just thinking of the
resident
video where the
services,
rhino
just to
drinks
support
the
all of your
orange
daily
cat.
needs. It's open
It's-
24 hours a
it's
day, providing
surprisingly
residents
not
with
a fetish
services
thing.
such as the sale of everyday goods. The
That's
purchase
a
of unwanted
co-optional
items,
podcast animated, isn't it?
and helpful advice about living on a deserted island. And by attending our free DIY workshops, you'll learn how to craft a variety of items. First, just learn the DIY recipe. Then, choose what to make.
The crafting, I know crafting gets put in like every game nowadays, but that does make sense because a lot of people are like, oh, Animal Crossing is just the same game every time, and I feel like crafting makes it a completely different game. Not completely different, I mean, but like it adds that new element that previous games didn't have.
Experience with DIY crafting? Well then, stop by our customization workshop, where you can learn skills like changing the color of your DIY furniture or
Oh god,
decorating
if
them
every
with
item
your
has
own
that.
custom designs. Making the tools and furniture you need by hand is a vital importance. on
What was
the
it, that
deserted
Animal
island.
Crossing ripoff game where you could like place a pillow down in one of the corners and rotate it by like 90 degrees? That was a really cool thing. Like, that's probably the only interesting thing about that game, because it's just an Animal Crossing ripoff.
It's also available for use year-round, 24 hours a day, beginning the day after your arrival.
See, look at that dodo. That's a
At the
great.
airport, you can use
Orville.
the internet or local wireless to invite residents of other islands to yours.
Yeah.
And you can also travel to and visit other islands yourself.
See, it's the way it always
In
is.
this way, up to 8 people, including you, can be on
I love that they always have the two
one
Smash
time.
Villagers in it.
Feel free to get
Such
good
a
group
such a
together
great
and make
little
some
detail.
memories. The airport is good for more than trips through the sky. It also offers an in-game postal service, allowing you to send messages.
Oh, hey, the postal service is
Feel
back.
free to use this
See, I was expecting it all to be on the
with
cell
other
phone.
residents.
Right, that would have made sense for it all, because that's how it.
Will this be your
'Cause you
first
have a
time
cell
living
phone now.
Somewhere so remote, on a deserted island, no less. Don't worry. Here are 3 big ways we plan to support you in acquainting yourself with your new surroundings.
Oh.
You're starting a new life, so in addition to your tent, Nook Inc. will provide some basic necessities as well as services. No need to worry.
They don't even give us a bed.
Of these, the true standout is your specially built Nook phone. It has the standard apps like a camera and map. But
I
over
hope the
time,
camera,
we will
like-
provide new
like,
applications to support
Someone
your
said like a
deserted
selfie
island
feature, kind of
needs.
like Wind Waker. That would be so cool. I think Breath of the Wild kind of
At
had a
the start
selfie
of each
feature.
day, our
But games are getting
team of
better and better with
Mr.
selfie
Nook
stuff. Like
will now
Spider-Man was really
send
cool,
our
Mario
broadcast
Odyssey
to
was
all
really cool.
residents, complete with a greeting, the latest on important island events, deserted island life advice, and more.
So So it seems like Nook is playing a more
Since
important
this is
role this
likely
time.
your first time on a deserted
I mean, he
island,
always tells you the
you'll
house,
find
but he
guidance
seems
and
more
inspiration
involved with you
through the
personally.
Nook
Kind of
Mileage program.
like a mayor.
They're great for when you're looking to participate in some activities and you're in need of some recommendations.
You got achievements. That's a great idea for animal achievements. Because that was like Forager. That was all I did. Forager was
As
all
you
about
have
working
these
for those
experiences,
achievements.
You'll build up miles, like so. The miles you save up can be used to pay off the cost of the getaway package, and they can eventually be exchanged for in-game rewards at the Nook Stop Terminal in Residence Services.
I wonder how they're gonna do
Range
upgrading
from
your shop.
in-game Nook Inc. merchandise to helpful items that can enrich your time on the island. To get the most out of every day, try collecting miles using the Nook Mileage program.
It turns you into a corporate brand
It is here for
ambassador.
you, but remember, the island is very much deserted. And so, we'd like to take this opportunity to talk about some possible hitches you might encounter and their solutions. This is one nature-rich island. It's possible that
So
encounter
you
dangerous
get Nook
insects
miles
such as
instead of
wasps or
bells,
scorpions.
at least at the start.
If you get stung,
Am
you
I the
might
only one who
get
gets that
somewhat
feeling?
Irritated. Or worse. Should you come across one you don't think you can catch, try not to push your luck and consider retreat. Symptoms can be cured with medicine available at residence services. And we recommend keeping some on you, just in case.
Well, I mean, of course, there's still bells, but
Nighttime on the island can get a little dark. You're on your own, and you never know what creatures
God, I
might
like
be
those mushroom
lurking out
lamps.
there. Please be careful when taking a late night stroll.
Oh,
Getaway package promises a little
it's
adventure.
Wisp.
So if you think about it, this is actually a plus.
For some reason, I want to call him
Your deserted
Beauregard.
island is
Hey,
surrounded by
Gulliver,
the sea,
of course,
which means
Gulliver.
You may come across a castaway from time to time. Luckily, rescue is simple. First, give them a holler to make sure they're doing okay. Then keep them company until they wake up. Please offer all the support you can.
Honestly, I could have seen Gulliver making having a bigger role in this game.
Although your Nook phone has a map application, it's theoretically possible you could get lost or find yourself unable to move forward. In situations like these, it's best not to panic. Instead, simply use the rescue service. You'll be transported somewhere cozier in no time.
Rain? What? That seems kind of unnecessary.
Services we've introduced so far, there should be plenty to enjoy.
Yeah, that seems kind of unnecessary, especially because of unless the islands are way bigger this time.
We will offer a number of
Maybe I'm forgetting how
additional
big Animal
extras.
Crossing villages are.
Does the environment seem a bit rough? Do you need a little more space for all your stuff? If you said yes to either of these questions, then we have an option for you. Building a house.
Yay,
The
house.
loan has no deadline, no interest, and no assessment. And there's no need to worry about applying for one. You can pay it back at your own pace.
See, Animal Crossing is libertarian capitalism, but it's it's the good unrealistic type of libertarian capitalism that can never be achieved by mere mortals.
Nice and tidy. You get to be your very own interior designer, setting up the walls and flooring however you like. Really get the most out of living there. We've made it easy for you to
This-
change patterns at any time.
I think in this game I'm finally doing my basement.
The heavy lifting.
God, there were some people did some great stuff in New Leaf.
The room as a whole.
See, I think it would be clever to implement some stuff from Happy Home Designer. Because Happy Home Designer had a lot of, like, quality of life things.
We can also offer you additional extension and remodeling services.
Extra
Whatever your
room.
situation, we have appropriate plans available, so please don't hesitate to ask us about them. be exchanged for in-game rewards, including Nook Miles tickets. These can be used to travel to distant islands. The destination of these tours differs each time, and depends on how the pilot is feeling. They're mystery tours, so to speak. These far-off destinations are small deserted islands full of trees and flowers. Of course, you can take many items back home with you, whether it's DIY materials or creatures.
So could you theoretically get, like, the other types of fruit here?
It's a nice change of atmosphere, and you may experience some unexpected encounters.
I mean, we won't know, but, like, if that's a way to get the other types of fruit...
These tours will prove to be one of our most popular services, leading to many repeat customers.
It reminds me of the island in New Leaf, but this time... That was cool, them jumping over the small river. God, someone made a post where it's like, Animal Crossing fans getting excited over, like, a couch.
With our package plan,
And
up to
yep.
8 people can live on one island. One optional extra provided only to those islands with multiple residents is called Party Play. With this way to play, you can call up other residents who live on the same island as you, allowing up to 4 residents to enjoy exploring the island together at the same time.
Are they all on one system?
Others is the leader, making the others the followers. They can follow the leader around. That way, everyone can
I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, it's nice. Like, I know people who are buying multiple copies of this game. Just because, like, each person's got a Switch and they each want their own house and island and whatnot.
Any creatures or other items found by followers will be stored in a recycle box at the Resident Services building. Please make sure to stop by and
So, I mean, it's not entirely like the Nintendo, like I think of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu's multiplayer, which is just, like, the dumbest thing.
A web service within the Nintendo Switch Online app for real-world smart devices. It's called Nook Link.
We all knew this
As
was
an
coming.
example, this service lets you scan QR code patterns of custom designs. With such a tool, you can use your smartphone's camera function to scan the QR codes of custom designs created in the Animal
That's cool.
Crossing New
That's
Leaf
cool.
and
I
Animal Crossing
never had any good
Design
custom designs
Games.
in New Leaf.
And then download them via Nook Link. When connected online, you can talk with owners of Animal Crossing New Horizons and the Nintendo Switch Online smartphone app using your smartphone as a keyboard.
I know,
or
because
voice
I know
chat.
Nintendo has gotten, like, there is a thing in-game, or, like, on the system now to message people,
2020.
but no app uses it at this moment, and, like, you can't just chat with your friends randomly.
Will enhance your
So I
experience
hope
on the
they,
island.
like, they put that in there. I think there's a way to, like, chat with your friends in, like, the settings or whatever. It's somewheres on the Switch. So what was part 2? Developments? Oh yeah, like, we know Abel's, a trailer leaked yesterday that
Really get
said
that
Able Sisters.
deserted island bang for your buck, especially with only a couple of neighbors for company at the start. But our hope is to eventually invite more residents and develop the island into a bustling community. For this reason, we're planning to invite more
Nintendo?
residents to
Oh
come
my
live here.
gosh.
That said, we don't want you to feel like we're inviting others into your space carelessly. As such, we've secured this land in advance. And in some cases, you may be able to invite some residents yourself. But we won't stop there. We're also planning to build additional
And
facilities.
there's the
on
museum, the upgraded shop, Able. Yep.
Examples include a museum showcasing the
Oh
rich
god, look at how
history of
nice
the
that
island.
is. Never have finished a museum.
Make furniture and goods you can't craft yourself. A tailor offering clothing.
Oh,
and
they're
fashion
back!
items,
Yay! Ooh.
and a campsite where you can invite guests for recreational purposes.
Yeah.
We're hoping enrich our residents' lives and foster a sophisticated
God, look at how
culture
nice that
environment
looks.
by gradually adding shops and facilities with a little help from some connections.
And I hope there's like the coffee shop. Like, they're not telling you about it, but I hope the coffee shop is there.
The Resident Services Center is only a simple tent now, but we plan to eventually expand this tent into a proper building.
Yeah, like a town hall.
We will also continue to expand our
Yeah,
housing business,
it's
which
like
is one
Nook is
the
taking the
main
role of
purposes
Isabel,
Nook
kind
Inc.
of.
We can and will offer to expand or
Plus his
remodel
own
the
role
house
in
while
New
providing
Leaf.
moving services
New Leaf
to
is the
your
game I've
house
played the
and
most.
local facilities. Also,
Yay! Everybody's favorite character. Well, okay, a lot of people's.
for remodeling, we'll lean on staff experienced in providing operational support. That way, we can offer the utmost in services and advice regarding the overall environment of your island. We're hoping to accept not only new residents, but also any guests who are tentatively paying a visit to the island. First of all, tourists are always welcome.
Hey, it's
In
Harvey.
these cultural exchanges, we can show visitors what makes our island so special, while
Celeste.
simultaneously learning about customs we are
God, it's just like, it's such a happy game. That's cute. Magic
We're
wand.
actively accepting any traveling merchants who can offer up items that cannot be crafted on the island.
Oh, she looks different. So that's how they're getting around shops this
We will
time.
host a variety of events for you to take part in, such as
Is he's new, right?
and
Yeah,
what
like
else?
they're getting around
The
like
plaza
having
in
certain
front of
shops.
Resident Services.
He's new as well, right?
We
Some of those guys
host
look
special
new.
events with seasonal guests and more.
So are those not in the game at the
Continue
moment?
to enjoy our services.
Because I would think those would all be in the
We're sure
game.
you'll agree that starting over on a deserted island is already an attractive proposition. But here at Nook Inc., we really want our residents to create a one-of-a-kind island that they're proud to call their home. To help you develop
Oh,
such a
that's also
place and
nice.
realize your creative vision, we're
God,
able
it's
to
just
offer you a
yeah,
range
all
of
Animal Crossing
services.
games are the same, kind of.
These include ways
But they also
that
just
you
have
and
different
fellow residents
feelings
get
and
from point A
a lot of
to
style
point
of
B.
life stuff.
By building bridges and slopes, you'll be able to comfortably walk around the island without relying on handmade tools like vaulting poles and ladders.
So that makes me just assume that there are not
Once
going to
the
be any
island is
bridges by
fully
default,
decked
which,
out,
I mean, makes
we will provide
sense.
you with a permit.
Hey, there's a chair that's
You
shaped
can
like an
use it to
apple.
freely
I wonder if we're gonna get a
move
TV
around.
that's shaped like an apple. God, see the path thing. It's so simple, but yet it's such a great
In
thing.
addition, we can also provide you with a permit that allows you to undergo major construction on the terrain itself,
Oh, sugar snap
including
peas.
rivers and cliffs.
Sugar snap peas. Holy cow.
With
That's
your
kinda
very own
crazy.
infrastructure maintenance and construction permits, you can flex your creative muscle across the island.
That's kinda
Make the most of
crazy.
it.
I love that.
Your island, your dream home. As you've seen today, the Deserted Island Getaway Package offers you a wild
and it's
new
only a
life
month away.
surrounded by nature, just as its name suggests. Or you can lead a comfortable life in a perfectly planned community. The choice is yours.
God.
What kind of life do you want to live? The Deserted Island Getaway Package, presented by Nook Inc.
Yeah, God, there's so
Your
much.
departure is on track for March
God, there's so
20th
it's just
of
so many little
2020.
details that are so
We're
cool.
looking forward to meeting you all on the island.
2 minutes left. I know there was a part 3. Thank you all for your undivided attention. I think I have a good picture of the getaway package. Oh, it's an FAQ. Yeah, see, I missed that.
Can I play the game together with my family on a single Nintendo Switch system? With one Nintendo Switch system in the game, up to 8
How are they doing
people in
cloud
a
saves?
family can live on
Just,
one shared
just
island.
give me that one before you leave.
The maximum number of residents for an island is 8. Each user can register one resident, and each resident can, of course, build their own house. Does the game support Amiibo?
Okay, I do have a lot of Animal Crossing
The game
Amiibo.
supports Amiibo figures and Amiibo cards from the Animal Crossing series.
So you can basically pick which Amiibo you want in the game. So I can get Octavia. Octavio?
An island that exists someplace out there.
That's...
You can place models and creative
Is that
photo
new?
shoots.
That feels new. I don't know. I know some people will find the Amiibo card stuff cheap, especially because I don't think they sell them anymore. I have a few. Plus, I have a few of the figures.
About visiting friends? While visiting other islands online, you can communicate with friends or players not registered as friends using temporary passwords. These features can be restricted via parental controls. In order to protect the environment of your island, some tools like axes and shovels are forbidden in visits with friends. However, friends who are registered as best friends can use these tools. It's no problem.
So that's kind of their way of getting around, like, griefing and whatnot.
Your closest friends. What if I lose my save data?
Yes.
Animal Crossing New Horizons does not support the save data.
Fuck
cloud
off,
feature.
Nintendo.
However, we're planning to offer a service for recovering backed up save data from the server in certain circumstances, such as console damage or loss.
Just let us back up our save data. Fuck off, Nintendo. Go fuck yourself.
A special
Like, just,
edition
yeah,
Animal
if people
Crossing
cheat,
New
let them
system will be
cheat.
released on March
I don't
13th.
give a shit. I would much rather have
Game
people
launches.
cheat.
A separate Magic
And,
Pack release will be available
I
to
would
save
much
data.
rather have people cheat and have save data
Supervise
backup
the console design.
than not have save data backup and people still cheat
Will
anyways.
there be any
Fuck
free
Nintendo.
updates after launch? Yes, we will offer free updates after the game launches, and we'll continue to provide free seasonal events throughout the year.
Well, the seasonal event things are
First
kind of how
update
Nintendo
will be on
works.
Launch day, March 20th. By installing this update, you can celebrate Bunny Day with a special event in April.
So that makes it feel like they're doing like the Splatoon Splatfest thing.
Special offer for both Animal Crossing Pocket Camp and Animal Crossing New Horizons, through which players can receive special items in
Oh, who
each.
gives a shit about Pocket Camp? Screw Pocket Camp. Loot box microtransaction filled
Details will be
garbo.
announced at a later date from the official Animal Crossing Pocket Camp Twitter account, so stay tuned.
Oh, yay. Isabel will be busy when the game launches because she's playing Doom 2020. Doom Eternal, is that what it's called? God, that's my favorite thing right now. And if Nintendo, because like, and Doom is totally, the Doom Twitter account is totally in on it, where they're like, yo, yeah, what game are we excited for? We're excited for Doom, or we're excited for Animal Crossing. So the obvious thing would be, hey, the Isabel Twitter account, which I think there is one, is excited for Doom Eternal. But Nintendo's not going to make that joke, but if they were smart, especially because it's such an easy joke, they would totally make that joke. So what was this? That was what?
Or lost.
A service will allow you to recover backup save data from the server.
Will there be a special?
See, okay, so here's my thing about the cloud save thing. Fuck Nintendo. That should just be there. There's ways to like limit it. Just off the top of my head, you have a thing where it's always uploading your data to the cloud save, but you can only recover it like once a week or once a month or something. Put some sort of restriction on it. I know that doesn't stop people from cheating, but they can't. Because as I always have to remind people, the original model of the Nintendo Switch has a vulnerability in the whatever chip it uses for the system. Is it a Tegra chip? Whatever chip the Nintendo Switch uses has a vulnerability in it that Nintendo is unable to patch out. If people want to hack the Switch, they're going to hack the Switch. And there's nothing Nintendo can do about it. And yet they still punish us with the cloud save data thing. Fuck off, Nintendo. Just give us cloud save data. You are the worst at this. Like, companies figured this out years ago. That's... Oh, God, what is it? What were we... Was it Halo 2 matchmaking? Where it's like Halo 2 figured out good matchmaking... God, almost 20 years ago. I think it was Halo 2 specifically. Well, it's probably closer to 15. And companies, or it's over 15. And companies today still don't even get close. Some of the, there should be voice chat native to console in this thing. That's kind of important. And god damn. But these are just gripes that see, my big thing about this cloud save thing, is that according to what I have heard, and don't take this as fact, it is literally just a flip of a switch, whether a game should have cloud saves or not. And Nintendo should be like Microsoft. Microsoft requires cloud saving on every game. I think it's Microsoft, maybe it's one of those two companies. If a game has a save, it has to use cloud save. But not Nintendo, because Nintendo doesn't want people cheating. Fuck off, Nintendo. Fuck off. God, it's such a minor thing. That's such an easy fix. And they won't do it. But no, instead it's for only special occasions if your Switch is broken or damaged or whatever.
However, we're planning to offer a service for recovering backed up save
Just
data.
have the... Yes, from what this sounds like, they will still have save data recovery. But, if I were to boot up my thing and, go to the save data section, and it said, hey, your save data is downloaded to the cloud, it doesn't tell me that, it doesn't give me the... I've never used save data recovery, so I wouldn't fucking know. And do this for Pokemon, do this for Splatoon. God fucking damn it. If this is your solution, where you can upload your save data to the cloud, and it will tell you, hey, your save data is uploaded as recently as blah, 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 but they don't give you a way to download the save data unless you have to, call up Nintendo and say that, hey, my Switch was damaged or broken or whatever, and I'm sending it to you, or my Switch was lost and I just bought a new one, and I'd like to re-download my save data. I know it's not a perfect solution, but at least I guess it's better. But if the game, in the menu system, if it tells me, yes, my save data is backed up, that should be a thing. Same thing for Splatoon, same thing for the Pokemon games. Just tell me my save data is backed up, and then if I need to use it, which currently I'm one of the lucky ones who's never had to. I just fucking jinxed myself. Fuck. But that save data, they're trying to find a solution, but I think just saying, hey, this does not support our save data backup program, which is one of the only reasons you pay for Nintendo Switch Online, and the one feature you'd want cloud, you don't need cloud saves for every game, but if I wanted cloud saves for a game, it'd be Splatoon, it'd be Pokemon, it'd be Animal Crossing. None of those three games support it. I think the only game that supports cloud saving that I give a shit about is, I think Minecraft Bedrock Edition does, and I think Stardew Valley does. I know for a fact Stardew Valley does. Those are the two that I want cloud saves for. But fuck Nintendo. There's a lot of interesting things in here. I can see Game Explain's having a good time with this. God, like so many details and whatnot. Oh, it killed it for me. Okay, whatever. I know it.
Not to mention a
Oh, okay.
if you get stunned.
So it like freezes for a minute. Okay, yeah, it shat itself on me. Let's go over here. There's a comment about Mother 3 sucks. But it looks, it's Animal Crossing, but I love Animal Crossing. It's one of the only simulation type games I actually like. Animal Crossing, Tomodachi Life. I guess Roller Coaster Tycoon counts. And that's it. I do not like SimCity. I do not like The Sims. I don't... I mean, I wanted to give City Skylines a chance because it looked fun, but I didn't buy it because did you see the Switch port in that one direct? Was that an indie direct? That was... Or was that just a normal... That was a normal direct because that was the one that got delayed by the earthquake in Japan. Yeah, that was just a normal direct. And I guarantee you, like, this Animal Crossing direct will slow people down for, like, 2 weeks. Because I saw somebody said, like, after Byleth was revealed, that, hey, well, how come, Byleth has been revealed, but now nobody's clamoring for a Nintendo Direct anymore. It's kind of like all they wanted to know about was Byleth. Or the Smash Bros. Character, not Byleth specifically. The fallacy was the Smash Direct demonstrated to us that there wasn't going to... With that, the Smash Direct and the Pokemon Direct the previous week, it was kind of an indication of, no, we're not getting a Nintendo Direct in January. Okay. But then February rolled around, and yes, for January, people accepted that. But since February started, people are clamoring every Tuesday. Because the Directs always get announced. They don't always get announced on Tuesday, but most of the time they get announced on Tuesday and happen Thursday, like today. Like this one. This one got announced Tuesday. Usually it's Tuesday morning. This one got announced Tuesday night and happened today, Thursday. And this is going to slow some people down. Like, some people are going to be like, yeah, I wanted Animal Crossing. Boom, we got Animal Crossing. I'm done asking for a Nintendo Direct. Some people aren't. Some people have always been assholes and have been clamor. Like, the Smash Direct didn't slow them down. This is going to slow some people down. And then there are going to be others who just... Like, this... There are who never will. But once March starts up again, I guarantee you people are going to be clamoring for it. I just want to know, like, because usually Nintendo does, like, a big January, February style Direct. And I feel like they should. They should do a Direct at the beginning of the year that kind of gives us an overview of their plans for that year. That was 2017 when the Switch was the big January event where they fully revealed the Switch. That was really cool, and I kind of wish they did that, kind of like an E3 thing. I know a lot of, like, the Game Awards is kind of treated that way. The Game Awards is kind of treated like a mini E3 where you got all sorts of reveals. I mean, Xbox revealed their console at the Game Awards. But Nintendo didn't really have a presence, and the last Nintendo Direct was, like a lot of people, I think it was 168 days ago. And yes, I do know that number. Ugh. But yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, overall, it looks like Animal Crossing. I love all the customization features. The dirt digging thing, to like where you could theoretically build a lake and like waterfalls and rivers and whatnot, is not something I realized I needed. But especially like Forager, after playing Forager, in which that's a thing you can do, it's something I kind of want. That's really cool. That's there. I still love being able to place items outside, building paths. Like, you can really turn just a deserted island into a civilization. I'm not sure how I feel about amiibo cards and, like, being able to select your villagers. I mean, I have the absolute worst luck with villagers. I never get any of the villagers I like. I hope there are new villagers. Like, they didn't specifically show any new villagers, but I hope there are. I pulled up the direct again. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Like, I hope there are new villagers and whatnot. I mean, there probably were theoretically some shown in this that I just didn't notice.
We plan to support additional characters in the future.
I don't know. So what is this? Because normally how it works is this is all just in the game by default. There's a Christmas event, there's a Halloween event, there's an Easter event. Is it Mardi Gras? Is that coming out? Or, because Fat Tuesday is next week? Or, something is next week. Or, I think that's next week. One of them is. I don't know. I don't think I have anything in my calendar. But I know something big is, like, coming up. I don't think it's Ash Wednesday. Super Tuesday. Is it Super Tuesday? That's the 3rd of March. But yeah, it's just like these, like, maybe they're doing them in updates, which reminds me of like the Splatoon thing. But one of the great things about Animal Crossing is like Splatoon, you need that support. Every month they needed to announce a Splatfest, and once we ran out of Splatfest, they stopped doing Splatfests, right? After Chaos versus Order, I think it was. Or in the original, it was Callie versus Marie. This, I don't want that. Once this, I guess these updates, because I'm assuming this is stuff that's already done. Once this gets added to the game, it better just happen yearly. I mean, especially because God, I'm glad there's no micro... Because I guarantee you, if Nintendo ever makes a game with microtransactions, the first game with microtransactions is either going to be a Splatoon game or an Animal Crossing game. Because they are live service games that do encourage you to come back every day, especially Animal Crossing. But yeah, it's probably fine. But the way they worded it and the way this seems to be playing out is kind of weird, you know? Yeah. Look at that. That's neat. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. That's... God, it's so good to see them again. I mean, we knew they were coming back, but... I'm kind of... Are there going to be new shops? I do wonder that. I mean, we got the museum, which is nice. We got Town Hall. It is cool to see, like, Label, Harvey, Celeste.
Special.
It seems a magic wand that if you make a witch, give it a wave.
Learning about customs,
That's kind of... See, that's kind of neat. That reminds me of a Tomodachi Life thing. Sahara.
Merchants who can offer up items.
Daisy May. Is that's... Wasn't the turnip lady a different lady? I'm not misremembering, right? I feel like it was a different person. Hey, it's Kix. So, like, and I'm assuming Rhett... Is it Rhett? Red? Whoever the fox is that sells artwork is going to be one of these traveling merchants. They just haven't talked about it. It's surprising that they talked about... I guess that makes sense. Disregard that. I'm assuming he's going to be one, and you got to pick out the artwork. I think in New Leaf, I only got like 2 correct paintings. I was terrible with the artwork. Even when I started Googling shit.
And eventually, we will
See, I think that guy is new. I think Chipper was the old guy. And he's new.
And bug offs at the
And now Flick is a new, like, a lizard guy. And the old lizard guy, like... It is cool that we're getting some new characters. I know people are going to miss the classics, but I'm fine with these new guys.
plaza
So that's kind of neat.
To enjoy our services.
Turkey Day was the one I was forgetting.
Already an attractive
See, like, look at all just this, like...
We're able to help you without you with that allows you to
God, like, this is so cool. This was not something I realized I needed. God.
including
And, like, I love, like, the background where, you, like, they've sectioned off area, like, specifically for sand, and you've got the path. Because I know to do path, people always just use patterns. You make a pattern that looks like a brick. I think I stole one from somebody I met online. And then just use that as my path, if I even had a path. God, see, but yeah, like, creating this waterfall,
flex your creative
like, that's so cool. That's so cool. You could basically make your own island.
the island. Make the most of them to make your
That's so
island
cool.
your dream home.
God, I'm excited for this.
The way Pink suggests.
But yeah, like, look how developed some of these villages are here.
Community.
Like, I'll never get that far, but it's cool to see.
The choice is yours.
Oh God, what kind of... I had a specific... There was always one fish. Was it a... It was some type of shark that I always kept in my house. Yeah, like, a lot of this, though, it's very traditional Animal Crossing, but there's a lot of new things, like that. Building this, like, you can raise this part of the island and build a lighthouse. That's really cool. That's a really cool thing that you can do that you couldn't do in previous games.
By Nook Inc.
God, look at how ugly that
Your
fish is.
departure is on track for March 20th.
Yeah, this looks great. I like that the villager, like the Smash Bros. One, is always sleeping. Presumably because he's too tired from fighting in Smash. God, I'm just thinking of the Hot Diggity Demon video. Yeah, there was this 2D flat man who hit me with a hammer. The Village Manifesto. God, what a great video. Super fun. Yeah. We kind of knew some of this. I wonder, what Animal Crossing cards do I have? I don't think I have anyone that great, but I have some. I wonder if they're going to do the thing, because I know the Callie and Marie amiibos did something, and I want to say the Link one, like there were special villagers for those 3 types. So I wonder if that's going to be back. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff here. This, like, I'm assuming this, like, special, like, Dodo Island is supposed to be the island from New Leaf, where you just go to the island from New Leaf, make all the money, and destroy the game's economy. Even though it was never, maybe I was just doing it wrong, but it was never that profitable for me. Like, people were always like, oh, it destroyed the game's economy so much. And then I do it, and I was making money, but I wasn't making nearly as much as, like, to destroy the economy. I think I was doing it wrong. I don't remember. I am actually considering booting up Animal Crossing New Leaf. Only for, like, probably a few minutes, because I think I did the smart thing before I left and put up the nature ordinance, so my village isn't in complete tarnation. But I bet it's not great. God, I'm going. I don't have class for another, like, few hours. I gotta hit. Right. How long? Yeah, I've still got a few hours for class. I think I'm gonna go back to sleep. I'm tired. God, look how nice the museum is. I lost the scene. It was there for a second.
Plan to show the museum.
Yeah, God, look at
Sophisticated culture.
how nice that museum is.
Really adding shops and way. So traditional
And see, I'm glad they aren't doing, like I talked about at the very beginning, that always online thing. I'm glad that's not here. Like, I get the appeal of it, but I value a single player is such a valuable thing in games nowadays, especially because every game has to be a live service with this triple capitalism, microtransaction filled loot box bullshit industry. You know, I wonder how we make patterns in this. So they talked about how you can import patterns from the previous game, But I wonder if, like, I wonder how creating a pattern is in this game, because I kind of hope patterns can be more complex in this game. Like, it's basically just the amount of pixels you have for pattern, like, double. Or if you could do it from your phone, that would be cool, because I know people will make apps that will allow you to, like, you find an image, and then you put the image into the app, and then it'll go onto your Nintendo Switch app and recreate the image to the best of its ability in pixels. Like, I know people, because that's how people did amazing artwork on Splatoon. I know there were some good artists, but I know there was a program that, like, slowly did it pixel by pixel. But, like, if there was a way to, like, do it easier, that'd be really cool. I completely lost where the pattern was. Oh, yeah, the ghosty stuff. I kind of, one of my hopes is that there is more stuff to do at night. Because that's always, like, as someone who, like doesn't have much time to play during the day, or I don't wake up this morning. Well, actually, I'd actually probably be up if this was a Monday. I'd probably be up by now because I got class earlier on Mondays and Wednesdays. Yeah, I'd probably be waking up in like 10 minutes, if not all up already. But yeah, there are some cool things here. But yeah, I wish there was more, because like New Leaf had a night ordinance, but it just like it, and I was like, at first I was like, oh, I play Animal Crossing at night. I'll do the night ordinance so that way more shops will be open at night. It barely helped. So eventually, I think I made the right move and got rid of the night ordinance and switched to the daytime ordinance. I hope the coffee shop is there. I always got a coffee, and that was just like it's a ritual thing. Always waking up, heading to the coffee shop in New Leaf, and then getting a coffee. That's how I did every day in Animal Crossing. It was tradition, and I hope that's back eventually. And I'm sure there's stuff they're keeping a secret here. Like I know there's not much to spoil in Animal Crossing, but even still, I hope they keep their secrets, at least a few. I'm sure the coffee shop will be back. There's no way they're killing that off.
Building bridges and slopes, you'll be able to comfortably walk around the island without relying on handmade tools like vaulting poles and ladders.
Yeah, because I know in previous games you just naturally had a slope. Was that in City Folk? Because for some reason I don't think I mean, there was the slope to get down to the beach, but other than that, I don't think New Leaf really had a slope. But see, I bet this one right here is for creating out your own pattern. Is for one of your custom ones. Yeah, but yeah, I don't get this emergency exit thing. Like, what? Your islands are not that small. I don't get that. That's just kind of like unnecessary in my opinion. The house stuff is cool.
This is actually we recommend keeping some on you, just in dark. You're on your own, and you never know what creatures might be lurking out there. Please be careful when taking a late-night stroll. The getaway package promises a little adventure, so if you think about it, this is actually a plus.
See, Wisp was fun. And I know, didn't he do some crazy things in New Leaf, or in City Folk, where he, like, got rid of all your weeds forever, or at least he was supposed to? Because I think you found, like, a magic lamp at night, and that had Wisp in it, if I remember correctly. Or there was all the alien shit in New Leaf, like, if you turned on your TV at, like, 3 in the morning, there was an alien on the TV or something like that. I don't know, you can Google it. I don't know, it's Animal Crossing, man. Like, I'm surprised I've talked this long, an extra... God, have I talked an extra... like an extra, like, 20, 30 minutes about this. It's 20 minutes. I don't know, whatever. I'm surprised I've talked this long about this. It's Animal Crossing. It looks a lot like every Animal Crossing we've played before, but there's tons of new quality of life improvements, which is what you want. Like, that's what made New Leaf so good, is that it had so many quality of life improvements from City Folk. And City Folk had a bunch from Wild World, and I've never played Wild World or the GameCube version. But yeah, the Animal Crossing Direct looks pretty good. Pretty good. I lost it. This still annoys me, but I still stand by. If Animal Crossing, because I know after New Leaf came out, like a few years later, Animal Crossing fans just bitched and moaned for like ever. Nowadays they like to act like, oh, look at the bad fan base like Pokemon. We're not the bad fan base. Animal Crossing fans can be the bad fan base. Anything that as we learn from religion and things like the Crusades, anything that tells you about peace and love, people will learn the exact opposite lesson. But god damn, it depends on how they do this. Like, I think they've tried to find a solution here, but the wording is kind of what pisses me off. Like, just say it supports cloud save backup, but but if you want to download that save, there are certain limitations. Like your console being lost, or like you can't just do it willy-nilly. Your console has to be lost or damaged. But no, instead they're just saying, oh, we're not supporting cloud save backup. Fuck off, Nintendo. Fuck off. Just, goddamn. I don't know. I'm ending it here. That's all I've got. Again, a Nintendo Direct could happen at any moment. Like I said, I think this is going to dissuade a lot of people. I think we're good until March, probably. I know that's not happy for some people. Some people are still going to be begging every day. But I think tomorrow... I don't know. I have a new streaming setup that is completely untested at the moment. I think tomorrow we're going to do... I think we'll probably... I got a Pokemon. I finally got a Psychic Surge Indeedee. So I think we'll be breeding that tomorrow, because I'm working on Double Battles format in Pokemon. And so we'll probably do that. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about Byleth and the Pink Switch, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time. Peace.